what I do when I'm out. So try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Lay my troubles to rest. Blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, I can be someone else. No one's stopping me now. Skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out. So try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. I had a feeling you'd come back and save me from all those lonely nights and heartbreaks. And I feel misplaced without you. Why don't we go back to, why don't we go back to? Never wanted to end it like we did. I guess shit happens for a reason, but it's like something feels different from back then. Why don't we go back to, why don't we go back to? Honestly, I'm open wide. I don't feel like waking up without you by my side. I still see your silhouette. Why don't we go back to, why don't we go back to your bedroom? Why don't we go back to, why don't we go back? platinum.
Okay, hopefully you guys can hear me. Hi everybody, welcome back. I hope you guys are all doing good. Sorry about that. I need to get used to learning how to use a microphone. For some reason, when I get new things, I tend to break them more than learn how to use them. Can you guys hear me? Can I get a radio check? I hope it sounds okay. I hope it sounds clear so you guys can at least understand what I'm saying. Because nonetheless, it's still a headphone mic. But welcome back everybody. I hope you guys are all doing good. Ready to fly again. Ready to do something a little different today. How are we all doing? It's good to see you guys. First of all, let's get a radio check in chat, because if I don't, you know, sound up to par, you can't understand me, and I sound like I'm muffled beyond. Oh, okay, these work! Holy crap!
The Flying Beluga donated $1.
Oh my gosh.
I knew you were trouble when you walked in, knew it right there, so shame on me now, knew it right there. Flew me to places I'd never been.
I swear,
now I'm lying on the cold hard ground. Oh, trouble.
I swear, you guys never, ever disappoint with the comedy. Welcome aboard, folks. First of all, Flying Beluga, thank you so much for the $1 donation. That is so kind of you, dude. Very much appreciated. Thank you so much. I know who was singing that, too. Was that Taylor Swift? Because how often has she appeared in the chat? But welcome aboard, everybody. It is good to see you guys. Ghost Rider, Aviation Master, Mr. Fly Guy, great to see you. I&D, of course, is here. Good to see you as well. The Flying Beluga, again, thank you so much for the $1 donation. That is so kind of you, sir. Welcome. Okay, so it is working. Good, because I push buttons. Like, look, I can go like this. Oh, see, I muted myself. I need to get used to this. But welcome aboard, Daddy J. I'm doing good. It's good to see you. Let's see. Nightbot, of course, is here. Nightbot always shows up on time. If Nightbot didn't show up on time, I'd be very upset. But it's good to see you. Katie Pilot, of course. It is so great to see you, folks. Let me drop you guys a link here because, like we support all the great streamers. We have more than just me out there, so please, excuse me, please make sure to give Katie a follow, over on the dark side, over on Twitch, but she's almost nearing, what is it, 10K, it's absolutely insane, so yeah, Spags, good to see you, why am I watching this? Oh, go back to bed, Spags. Good to see you. Old headset, so here's the thing with that, the mic on the old headset was okay, but it would burst your ears, so I would have the volume on it, it was uncontrollable. But this sounds much better on my end. I do need to tweak the mic. I haven't done anything. In fact, I might have a filter or something. I don't know. But I'll have a look at that and I'll check it out. But thank you, Katie. I love this headset. It's so cool. It's wireless. You guys know, where's my old one? I'll have to find it and I'll show you how it works. But I used to have to manage. You guys remember the last year I was pulling the cord and it just kept going? Well, I've run over so many cords that I said we're done with that. Mr. Maple, good to see you. Darkside, well, you're over there too. You're on Twitch as well. It's a scary world. We don't go over there. We stay on our side. So, without further ado, folks, I'm going to show you guys a few things here, but I hope everybody's having a great Thursday, ready to do some flying. I do have a huge surprise for you guys in about an hour or less. Once we do some base training, once we get familiar, of course, with the Airbus we always fly, I do have a pretty big surprise. If you didn't read the... Oh my gosh. No. No way.
Taylor Swift donated
Wait,
$1.
what?
The more that you say, the less I know. Wherever you stay, I follow, begging for you to take my hand, wreck my plans.
I swear to God.
You know that my train could take you home.
You guys.
Follow,
You guys.
to take my hand, wreck my plans. That's
Come on, Taylor. You're not singing. Oh my gosh. Guys, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Taylor Swift coming in with the $1 donation. Your singing is not up to par today. I might have to check on you. You kind of sound a bit different. But Taylor, nonetheless, thank you so much for the $1 donation. I need to know who that was, too. And then Travelito coming in with not only Wow, it's been 2 months. Travelino, thank you so much for the 2-month membership. That is so kind of you. Get to your lounge, Travelino. Enjoy the lounge access while you're here in, where are we again? I have to remember. While we're here in San Salvador. That's what I was trying to say, and I just couldn't remember. We're here in San Salvador, folks. Have you seen the, I know, Fly Guy. If you guys haven't seen the little overlay where our call sign is, oops. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. Samuel, good to see you as well. Hi guys, there you guys are. Ever watch XP? Of course, XP's a huge supporter of the streams, much like myself over there. Oh yeah, XP's a great buddy of mine. Fire's good to see you. Loves Boeing, and that's a fact. I do not. You know how I feel about Boeing, to the point that I've completely taken off the Boeing throttle I had set up, and I put the Airbus one on today, just to make it a little more realistic. So anyway, folks, we have a huge day ahead. I kind of have a really big surprise. I'm not going to tell you what it is just yet. You'll find out in a few minutes. But first of all, we're going to be doing some base training today. What is that? Well, I knew a good amount about it. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. It's karaoke time.
We're no strangers to love, you know the rules, and so do I. Full commitments. What I'm thinking of, you wouldn't get this from any other guy. I just wanna tell
swear.
you how I'm
I
feeling,
swear.
to make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never
I'm gonna let you down. Come on. No. No. Guys, chill, please.
This is
No.
the last donation for me for a while. New job starts.
Donuts.
Cheers.
You got the job. Donut. First of all, Rick Astley, thank you so much for the $1 donation. You're singing again. I don't know what's up with these celebrities today, guys. Honestly, first we get Taylor Swift, next we get Rick Rolled. Second of all, Donuts, the man, the myth, the legend, Donuts and Wings. We can't forget that part. Donut, thank you so much. $20 donation. Dude, I am so happy for you got that job. I know we were talking about it on the last stream. So Donut, a huge congratulations on the new job, dude. And thank you so much for the support. You've been absolutely amazing. And like I said, donations are never a requirement. Honestly, I'm just much rather have you guys here and hanging out and having fun. That's all I care about. So Donut, thank you so much nonetheless once again. I've been Rick Rolled. I know. There's no way to get around it, is there now? It's just like, what can you do to do it on stream? So I guess you guys have figured out a way. Anyway, folks, we're going to be doing some base training today. What does that mean? Well, I'm going to show you guys. Like I was saying, I didn't really know much about the aspect as to how it's performed. I know how to fly Airbus. I know how to hand fly an Airbus. I can do what's needed. However, the wonderful Katie Pilot in chat, I know if she's still here, a huge thank you and shout out to Katie Pilot for what I'm about to show you guys. I did convert it to a PDF, so it's a little easier to read. I'm going to switch my screen here in a second, and we're going to be going over the exact procedures that we're going to be using today to the best of our abilities. We do need to get some more information, of course, to plug in. You know, we need to get it fueled up, cold and dark, and then I'm going to show you guys what I kind of learned, and it's quite a lot, to be honest with you. So we'll make sense of it. It makes total sense, but I'll show you guys how it works. So if I can switch my screen, we're not going to be looking at SimBrief, at least not yet. Wait till you see what I show you later. Here's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be switching the screen. Here's the base training procedure list. So before I get right into that, folks, I do have a little bit of an announcement to make, if you guys are ready for that, and then we'll get into this. But you can kind of have a look at that for the time being. So I swear, you guys. No way.
Donut donated
Donut.
$10.
Oh my gosh.
He's been MC done.
Donut coming in with the $10 donation. Guys, if you have that donut emoji, I can't speak. If you have a donut emoji on your keyboard, I know mine is stupid, mine doesn't, but Donut, buckle up, Buttercup. I wish I could get like a donut modified in that emoji. Donut, thank you so much for the $10. You were so kind, dude. Honestly, thank you so much for the support. So, a little bit of an announcement to make for you guys. So, I've kind of modified my setup a bit for you guys, because I do have something coming this afternoon. It wasn't just the new headset. If you haven't heard the news, our second computer is getting picked up tonight. It is on the way, en route, and hopefully coming tonight. I'm hopefully going to get over to Best Buy, pick it up, and we're going to do that. So that's a pretty big thing. I'm hoping to go live either tomorrow if I get kind of set up and put me out of my misery after setting it up all evening. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. So, that's coming off today. Donuts and Wings, James, good to see you. It sounds different. I know, it probably sounds like I'm coming on a PA. Hold on. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. There we go. So, anyway, folks, that's the big news. Now, there we go. Sorry, I had a phone call. Hi, Aviva, good to see you as well. How you doing? Your pick is already so good. Is it? Why are you buying a new one? Oh, my PC. I thought you said pick. I'm like, wait, what? But my PC. So, what I'm doing is I'm putting all my streaming stuff on a really... I bought, like, the cheapest PC I could find. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So, I have a second computer. It's an HP with an AMD processor. It kind of goes... How do you put it? It goes up pretty fast, but... the speed, so I'm pretty excited to see how it works. But you guys know how hot my CPU was getting on the, what do you call it, the i9? Well, hopefully that's going to fix some of that and take all that extra load, because it's been running at 100% power for as long as I can remember, and I'm just trying to lighten the load. Why are you buying a new one? Well, actually, I got this one on sale, which is the only reason I did it, because new, it was around, I want to say 6 or 700. I got it down to $475 on sale at Best Buy, so I'm pretty happy. 2 computers, same mic, and base training using my notes. Oh, Katie, thank you so much. So let me show you guys these notes. Katie did write this, so for the sake of copyright purposes, I did not write this, and I need to make that very clear. I can put it in, you know, fine print on the Google Doc. Just to let you know, I'm a pilot flying at a 787 soon on set. Nice, Daddy J, that's awesome, dude. So anyway, folks, that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing some base training per the one and only Katie Pilot, of course, and her absolutely amazing notes. I honestly did not expect this. She goes, wait for a crash course. And, well, we're not going to be crashing, hopefully. That's step one. So, anyway, folks, we are flying the Airbus A320neo today. We are on the regular fly-by-wire. You guys might know I've been kind of messing around with that plane for quite some bit. That's all I can say. So, that's one thing we're going to be doing. We are in the fly-by-wire. We are in the development version. So, that's what we're going to be working with. Now for the fun part. We're going to be doing some base training. The reason I wanted to do base training is because I wanted to surprise the crap out of you guys. You guys want to know where we're going on our surprise flight? Does anybody have any guesses? That's what I want to know. Does anybody have any guesses? Because I'll tell you right now. I'm telling you in 10 seconds anyway. You might as well get your guesses in as you guys beg and plead. Same 320 pilot. Yeah. She's another streamer over on Twitch as well. And she's one of the few reasons I go over to Twitch. You guys know I try to watch as much as I can on YouTube, but there's a few more streamers over on Twitch that I'm like, I learn over there. Fly by Grave, right? Tegucigalpa. Bing, 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 bing. We are going. You guys ready? We're going to Toncontin. We're going to do the circle to land today. We're doing the toilet bowl approach. We are doing that thing. So we are going El Salvador. We're in El Salvador. Well, yes, Katie's right. That was the first flight. We are in El Salvador. But no, we're going to be going over to Tegucigalpa in Honduras. So you guys, it's only a 20-minute flight from here in San Salvador, El Salvador. So I said, why don't we do the training at least here where we're not going to smack a mountain with no terrain radar or have a teeny ass runway to work with. I said, you know what, we're going to do it here. Antarctica. Yeah, you wish, Spags. But I might have something cool coming up. So anyway, folks, let's go over the base training in a second here. I'm going to minimize this. I'm going to switch the screen. And I'm going to show you guys, we're going to get this aircraft pretty much powered up, ready to go, and get going. Satcoms, everything right. I don't know if I have, no, I don't have Satcom. Sorry, James. I don't think there's a mod to get, oh, here we go, a Satcom. So we're in, why can I think? We're in Papa Romeo, Oscar Bravo Mike. I couldn't even remember how to use the alphabet. Is that a problem, I think? It's a Brazilian-registered Avianca aircraft, an Airbus A320neo, as you guys can probably guess. So we're going to be flying this bird today. Now, Avianca has a subsidiary in El Salvador, if you didn't know. They fly actually to my airport of LAX, but I kind of said to myself, well, there's not a livery. There's no difference on the livery other than a little flag. And I said, well, this is what I found, so just for realism purposes, we're using that. So let's get in the flight deck, folks. Let's get this thing started. We're going to go ahead and start from cold and dark today. So I normally do a turnaround state, but I thought this would be cool. Since it's the first flight of the day, we're going to do that. So let's go external power on. We'll connect that. Then we'll go wait for the beeps. Airplane comes to life. Battery, 1, 2, jet. Let's go ahead and put the nav and logo lights on as well. Emergency exit lights over to armed. Cruise supply can't come on. And we're going to go ahead and do captain and purser up and ground control on. So all that's complete. You're going to see cranking underwater. What's that? I've never heard of that. Is it like a movie? It sounds like a movie. So all that's complete, folks. All that looks good. We'll go a deer left, right, center. So 1, 2, and 3. Well, 1, 2, 3 are done. All that's done. All that's good to go. Nav and logo lights. You'll see the airplane come to life here, hopefully. And we'll get, there we go. PFDs and, you know, all our ND displays coming on, if they want to turn on. Avianca's a cool airline. Flew them last year to San Salvador, and next month we'll be flying them. Ooh, is that Costa Rica? They're the world's... I know... Well, are they? I always thought it was, what is it? KLM. They might be, though. I feel like I've heard that before, Fly Guy. That's good to know. In fact, Avianca, does anybody know the airline? I'm going to put it in chat. Does anybody know, so you guys know what it's spelled like? TACA. So, Avianca El Salvador is basically TACA, but everything looks like Avianca. So they kind of lie to you, and they're like, oh, we're just flying as Avianca, but no. They still use the TACA Airlines call sign. Now, TACA used to have an Airbus A320 fleet. It was a really cool airline. They used to actually go to LAX as well. And funny enough, if I could ever find it, I'd show it to you guys. I used to have a model of a TACA Airlines A320, so it was really cool. Kraken is a legendary sea monster. Oh, that definitely sounds like a movie. It's a giant squid. Oh, that sounds horrible to watch for me. I don't like big things that, like, jump at me, so that movie's probably not for me. TACA's basic... Yeah, exactly. So I think they got... Did they get bought out? I'll have to look into it. But yeah, that's basically how it all started. And then they're like, yeah, we're just going to call it Avianca and call it a day. So we're not going to be doing too much in the MCDU other than a bunch of perf information. So the first thing I'm going to do in here, we'll just put an MSLP. So Mike Sierra Lima Papa. MSLP. Cool. That's done. Flight number, we're really Avianca flight 559. Or actually, no. Can I use TACA? Don't look at the overlay if you haven't noticed already. We'll just go as Avianca because we're offline anyway. And there we go. Cool. IRS in it, we'll get that done. We can go align on ref, confirm align, return that back to the main screen. For our cost index today, we're super light because, well, we're doing base training, so we'll just put 5. Now, cruise altitude, I really don't need to worry about much of this. I kind of just want to incorporate more of the perf information. So we're actually going to jump over to the fueling and tablet. Captain D, I'm doing great. How are you? Oh my gosh. No way. Mr. Kunal! Coming in with the membership. Kunal! Thank you so much for the membership, dude. That is so kind of you. Seriously, dude. Thank you so much, man, for the membership. That is so kind of you, dude. Welcome, Kunal. Guys, if you have those emojis, please welcome Mr. Kunal to the green team. Buckle up, Buttercup. And thank you so much, Kunal, once again. Igor, good to see you. It's a Brazil. I know. Isn't that awesome? It's one of Avianca's aircraft, so I don't think we're using the El Salvador registered one. Daniel Escobar, good to see you. TACA doesn't exist. No. They got bought out. I think it was bought out, right, by Avianca? So Avianca owns them, but the call sign will always remain. And it always remains here. Cool. Kunal, thank you so much once again. Huge shout out and thank you to you. I'm back. Caught you live after a while. I know, Kunal. It's been a minute. How you doing? It's great to see you. So, folks, all that's done. All that's good to go. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go over. We're going to go back here. I don't really have anything to input from SimBrief on this. There it is, the page. So, we're just going to jump into the fueling. So, for fuel today, how many base training circuits do you guys want to do? I'm going to explain how it all works in a second, but I think we're going to go around enough to maybe 6 or 7 times. So, I'm going to go ahead and put way less fuel than that. Thank you, Bliss. How you doing, Bliss? It's good to see you. Bliss, your screenshot looked really good, by the way. I love that. I think we're going to go ahead and put 5,000 kilo... Oh, uh-oh. You know what? Aha. I have my ways. I know little tricks. No, not 50,000. Oh, God. There. I can't... Come on. Uh-oh. There we go. So we'll get 2 minutes of fuel. We'll go 5,000 kilograms. Better safe than sorry. We're flying in the middle of nowhere, and I don't know much about this place. We'll just go with that. Did you really, Fly Guy? Nice. You can start this all over. I can't write as fast as you speak. Oh, Spags. So, that's done. That's complete. We are on real weather. So we'll go altimeter set. I am going to get an accurate METAR just in case. We are at MSLP. Done. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good. Honestly, it's been a really quiet day, if that makes sense. I went to a study hall today, and that's about it. There we go. So, yeah, I've been working since about 7 o'clock this morning on essays and whatnot, and now I get to relax, and it's nice, because it's pouring rain. I can't do anything today. It sucks. Okay, so QNH, that's why I wanted to check. 1010, set on both sides. What are the winds? T10 at 9, so that'll affect our departure runway. And altimeter... Actually, that's good. That's done. What are the... Ooh, it's warm here. Look at that. That's one reason I want to escape. California, it's 50 degrees today. 50. That's it. Fahrenheit, not Celsius. So, that's done. That's complete. We'll go back to the perf page and get that ready to go. RS is aligning in 1 minute. That's all good to go. And we should have like 2 minutes on the fuel. So I guess at this point, this is what I want to show you guys. And let me switch the screen again. Boop. So if I pull this up, this is what we're going to be doing. This is what Katie took her time to write. And she shared it with me, and I'm like, wow, that's really helpful. I was initially saying, okay, we'll just run around the airport, like, without a plan, and we'll just circle and circle and circle and just do a bunch of touch and goes. This is really helpful when it comes to the technical side of things. So here you guys go. This is how we're going to start it. Ooh, nice, Bliss. So the first thing we need to gather, and I'm going to Google it with you guys. We are going to Google MSLP Airport. So the first thing I want to figure out is the elevation. I don't think it's much. Yeah, 102 feet. So here's what we need to figure out. See step 1 here. So set altitude. So we're basically going to set our altitude to 1,500 feet, including the sea level. So add 100 feet to that, we'll set 1,600 feet. So once I've done that, and I kind of bring this guy back up, we'll plug in, oh, there we go. 16,000. Or not 16,000, but 1,600 feet. So that's done. Alright, step 2. Once the gear goes up, great, we don't have to worry about that yet, but we're going to go over it anyway. So once the gear goes up, we'll bring our throttles back to thrust climb. You know, we'll leave the auto throttle on. We're going to bring our thrust levers back to climb, which I have detent plugged in on the PCA throttles, and that should be good to go. We'll bring our flaps up to 1. We might be using a flap 2 departure. It just depends on our perf information. I might be flap 1 because the runway is just about 11,000 feet, so we might not need that. So once we do that, we'll go selected speed. We'll turn 180 degrees. I think we're going to be going to the left. I'll look at the minimum chart, and we'll go over that so we can make our decision. And that's basically what we're going to do. So once we take that left turn, we'll circle around the field. We'll come all the way back around. And once we pass over, so if I go... Let me see if I can show you guys. I'll show you guys once we get in the air how it works. We're basically going to take that 180 degree turn after climbing out a bit. We'll circle back. We're going to overfly, because think about 180 degrees. So we're going to turn all the way back. We're going to do the hokey pokey. We're going to turn ourselves around. We're going to get ourselves heading back towards the runway. So we're going to make a U-turn. Once we pass the airport on the runway, we're going to look for the landing threshold. Now, I have this little gadget here. I've never seen this. I don't know if you guys have as well, but it's called the cell phone. And here's what it has. It has a timer. Would you look at that? You see this cool app? I don't know if you guys can see it. So we're going to plug in 45 seconds. I'm going to set that up. I'm not going to start it yet because that would not work. So once we pass over the threshold, basically, we're going to go ahead and start a 45-second timer. That's going to say, okay, time's up, turn back. So when we start turning back, once the timer goes off, we'll make our U-turn. We'll come right back in. We're going to basically get ready for landing. We'll go flap 2, start the turn. And then, as she mentioned, so about halfway through the turn, let's say when we're just about to take that, you know, final left-hand turn, as we're coming through the curve, we're going to go gear down. We're going to basically start putting the flaps. Flap 3. We'll use flap... I think we're going to do flap full because that works. And we'll leave the auto brake off because if we were to put the auto brake on, it would just stop the plane. Plane would start decelling. We couldn't basically make a safe rotation. We'd have to abort and we'd have to get back in line. So rather, we're going to basically do a bunch of touch and goes, and it's really cool to do so in the Airbus. So once we do that, we'll touch down, auto brakes off. We'll bring the thrust levers up a bit. It's going to bring in the speed brakes. And then we're going to bring our flaps up to 2, just like we'd perform a takeoff. Because necessarily we couldn't take off with the flaps all the way out, right? It just wouldn't bring enough drag. It will not end well. So that's what we're going to do. After all the trim, it's toga, back up we go, and we'll basically go back to step 1. And we'll reset our altitude on the MCP, and we'll go from there. Now, I don't plan to use the autopilot at all for this, other than the auto thrust. Now, once we go to Tegucigalpa, of course, that's another story. I'm not hand flying for 30 minutes, but yeah. So there is a little bit of information for you guys, just so you guys have that noted. Now, we'll keep going over that as we go throughout the stream. That way you guys get used to it. Max, Alex, good to see you. How you doing? Gotta go. Good luck with the flight. Thank you, IND. We'll catch you later. Thanks so much for hanging out and stopping by. Very much appreciated. So, like I said, folks, Katie did write that. I did not. So a huge shout out to Katie Pilot once again for making that for us. So, anywho, all that's done, all that's complete. We should have our fuel on board. You can see we have 5,000 kilograms of fuel, more than enough to do a few little touch and goes, and probably continue on, actually, to Honduras, but we'll go from there. So, fuel is on. We've refueled. We have our external power connected. We don't really need any bags. I'm sorry, guys, but beverage service, it's just not happening. It's such a short flight anyway that we don't need beverage service. So catering's not happening. We can leave the door shut. We're going to go ahead. We're going to get back up to the overhead panel. We can go fuel pumps on. All the fuel pumps coming on. All that's complete. All that's good to go. We'll turn on the seatbelt sign. Can't promise it's a smooth ride at 1,600 feet, especially with a little bit of wind, but that should be fine. Once that's on, let's go APU master switch, and we'll start the EPU, so we're ready to push. And APU start. Cool. Now, here's what we're going to do to start. Let's go back into the MCDU, and let's get our V-speeds plugged in. So, for the sake of this, we'll go for a flaps 1 takeoff, because the runway is pretty long, actually. It shouldn't make a factor. So we'll go flap 1 for departure. So, the transition altitude is the only thing I need to figure out here. It's not like we're going to need it for the first leg, so... Well, here we go. And I'm going to look at the charts for this as well. Let me get Navigraph charts up. Oh, wow! Transition altitude is showing 19,500 feet. That's got to be a record that I've seen. So we'll do 19,500. And there. So V-speeds. V1 today, we're going to go ahead and put 125. Rotation speed, or VR, that's going to be 128. V2 of 134. All that's set, all that's plugged in, all that's good to go. Flaps, like I said, it's going to be a flap 1. Oh, that's not what I want to hit. Flap 1. I will do a down trim of 0.1. Done. Now flex to temp. Let's just have some fun. I don't pay the fuel bills. It's a long runway. Let's have some fun. Let's do a toga departure. And that should be good. So, all that's done, all that's complete. Let's just go for the hell of it. Don't need to worry about much in here. All that's done. That's looking good. Now, the only thing I need to check for the climb, I wanted to do something here, and I think if I do it the way I was planning. So, as far as our speed goes, I'm going to keep our speed at about 170, 180 knots completed. So, I think we're going to go ahead and, let's put in 175, and we'll put that as our pre-select for climb. That way the auto thrust kind of stays with the climb speed, and I don't have to keep, worrying about that, but we can kind of leave that be. Alright, we have a beautiful flight plan today. We don't need to do any of that, so that's good to go. All that's done. Perf information is done, and we're good there. And I'm actually going to leave this page open on perf, so that would help us out. Alright, let's check on the APU. APU should be available. I'm going to put the beacon on. APU bleeds coming on. At this point, let's go back to our tablet, and we can close the doors, get off my airplane, and we can disconnect the external power. Now, chalk should already be released. I don't even think there are any, but our parking brake is set. What? Where are you going? There you are. There you are. Let's lock the cockpit door. I don't need any of you guys running in today, so that's good to go. Let's get the floodlights on. I always like having my lights up. I'm one that just needs everything bright, so. Weather radar never works anyway, but we'll just do it for the heck of it, and that's good to go. Wow, that is so hard to see. Alright, cool. Let me just verify we have our fuel on board. You can see, well, somebody took some fuel. That's not cool. Someone took some of our fuel, so we don't have to worry about that. As far as that goes, flight directors are on. We're going to go in a heading mode for pretty much the whole flight. Like I said, though, it's pretty much, we're going to set it, but like I said, we're hand flying most of the flight today, so that should be good to go. Alright, let me have a look at one thing here, and we're going to go ahead and get on our way. So, I'm going to do that. I'm going to close out this tab, and let's get going. QNH is set. I don't need the constraints on. We don't really have any to worry about other than the 1,600 foot, because like we mentioned, it's 1,500 feet plus that 100 and, well, it's 102 feet. The 2 foot, I promise, won't make a difference. It just might impact your landing rate. But that's good to go. Alright, cool. Bleed is on. Clear prop. Oh! This is why I always tune outside view, because look what happens. On this silly, silly airplane, loves to leave the door open. There it goes. That could have been bad. You all would have been right out the cabin. I wouldn't know. I'd get a little pressure warning if we climbed any further, and that would have been real bad. But, like a pro pilot, I did not check my ECAM displays, and that should have shown. But I guess I didn't notice it, so. One of the reasons you don't do what I do sometimes. Alright, cool. AP is on, bleed is on, beacon is on. Let's go ahead and call for a push, or in that case, just hit Shift P. And he's good to go. Cool. So we'll let him connect. We'll go back over, we'll prep for our engine start here. So all is good. Let's verify on the overhead panel. I can go ahead and disconnect you. External power's off and disconnected, though it still shows available. All that's good to go. Wipers off. Flight attendants, arm your doors for departure. Cross-check, standby for all call. And good. Yes. Okay, cool. So we'll go back down. We'll go transponder, auto, TRA for push. And in that case, we can release our brakes, or it's just going to start pushing us. It doesn't even give me a warning, it just starts pushing. So, to start our engines here, you guys know the drill. Ignition start. Just like on the TCA, we'll start with engine 2. or it's not gonna go. There we go. Engine 2 start. We'll make sure it doesn't push us all the way down to the runway, because I promise you it would. So we'll stop that here in a second. Alright, cool. So, notice you're going to get some rotation on the N2. That's going to bring up for the N1, and the EGT should rise as well. And just like that, you'll see the engine start. There it is. There it goes. Cool. And let me stop it here in 1 second. I just need enough room to get us off. Oh, that's good. Okay, there you go. That's fine. Cool. Oh, please don't tip over. There we go. Alright, folks, if you're still with me, that's good to go. So we'll set the parking brake. Parking brake is set. He's gonna leave. And we'll go ahead, we'll wait for him to clear, we'll put our taxi light on, and we'll get going. But we also have to start engine number 1, because if we don't start engine 1, it's not gonna be a fun ride. That'll be a real good base training trip, I promise. Oops, I forgot the engine. Is that a pass or a fail? I'll let you guys think of that. So once we have available, there it is, we can go ahead and start engine number 1. If I switch back, you hear the PTU going. There's the hydraulics. Hydraulics are doing their thing. Sounds just like my dog. Cool. So we'll let that go. There we go. And meanwhile, we'll hop back out of the flight deck to double check that. And we'll keep an eye on our engines. Cool. Alright. That's good to go. There it goes. EGT is rising. N1 percentage is going up. That looks good to me. Also, guys, thank you so much for almost 20 likes. I know we're almost ready for departure. But thank you guys once again for all the support. You guys are awesome. So, that's set. That's good. Like I said, Toga departure. That's good to go. I'm going to bring this guy back. This is all within limitations of the fly-by-wire. So, bear with me on that. Cool. We'll give it a second here. We should see an available message. I'll bring the ignition back to mode normal any second here. 3, 2.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Hello. Okay then. Back mode normal. Available goes away. Ignition is back to the mode normal. So, that's good to go. Alright, cool. So, we should have the push guide cleared. So that's good to go. Alright, awesome, guys. Oh my gosh, Mad Max! No. Honestly? Dude.
Mad Max Aviation donated
Mad Max!
to Super Chat.
What?
Yeah. How are you?
I love the way that it says that. Mr. Mad Max Aviation, thank you so much for the £5 donation. That is so kind of you, dude. I'm doing great. Honestly, it's been such a chill day. It's finally raining in California. What more could I ask for? But Mad Max, thank you so much for the £5 donation. That is extremely kind of you, dude. Jarrett, good to see you. How you doing? Hope all is good. Okay, that's done. That's complete. So now I'm gonna pull up the charts so we don't like get lost. Though this airport's very hard to do that at. It's hard to get lost on a one runway airport. So we'll put Mike Sierra Lima Papa. We'll search that, get the charts up, and taxi. Hopefully it comes up. Oh, there's construction going on. Well, that's good to know. There's a temporary... What do you call it? Here we are. So, just to put it in perspective, folks, where are we at? We're taxiing out to runway 07 for departure. 07 is what we're going off of. So, at this point, everything's cleared. Everything's good to go. We're going to leave the brakes on. Let's go ahead and set flap 1, as intended. You'll see them coming out on the wings. Slats should be coming out as well. There they are. Cool. That's good to go. So, flaps coming out. Speed brakes armed. TRA is plugged in on the TCAS. And we can go ahead and release our parking brake. And I guess the cabin crew have been advised why. I have no clue. But that's good to go. Cool. Rain? I know. Isn't it crazy? It's crazy. And we can go auto brakes over to max. Takeoff config looked good. We'll do a flight control check in a second. What are my throttle detents doing? Whoa. Hello. Are we trying to kill us? That could have been bad. Alright, so around we go. Out we go. Yeah, my detents are a little messed up when it comes to between the climb thrust. But that's alright. Alright, cool. Leaving the ramp. Turn off lights on. Bleeds coming off. We get the EPU off now that we've had a good few minutes of successful startup. Glad as well. Can't tell this is going to be... I thought you said I can't. I can tell it's going to be a good stream. It will. And wait till you see where we're going next. Should be a lot of fun. Alright, folks, all that set. Takeoff config. Let's do a flight control check. So, full up, full down, neutral, left, right. Rudders are going to screw with the nose wheel steering. That's fine. Takeoff config's normal. Cabin crew's advised. EChem status no blue. We're ready for depart. Oh! That's going to be a hazard. We have some FOD on the taxiway. What runway? We're off of 07. So that means our heading is going to be about I want to say like 260. Okay. Or 250. Hello? We're getting stared down. We have an Airbus and we have a utility bus. What should we do about this, folks? Oh my. Okay. Well, if you're going to sit there, I'll gladly take a left turn and go around. That's fine. Thank you. Honestly. What the heck? Awesome. Well, that's good. That's always nice to see. Cool. Cool. Alright, off we go. Cabin crew's advised. That's good. Let's get off the ground before we, like, break anything else. Because that would really suck. That would really suck. Alright, cool. So there's the runway. Hopefully. Hopefully we make it there in one piece. Imposter. You're not an Airbus, you're just a bus. Alright, cool. That's good to go. And just verifying the QNH is set, so that's good to go. Alright, like I said, heading 250 is what we're going to do initially after departure. The only reason I'm going to set it here is so I can basically have reference and not overshoot the turn. So 250's plugged in, and there we go. He's racing us. He's like, I'm going to beat you. He's like, yep, let's go. Fine. So that's how it's going to be. Alright, cool. Help us. Runway 07 clear for takeoff. I know I should probably update the overlay for the next leg. Don't let me forget that, because I will. I will. We're doing like a whole Southwest taxi here. We're like hauling down this thing. Cool. Alright. Let's go. So, I do have the little thing propped up here as well, so you guys can have a look at the base training sheet. I'll switch the screens back and forth throughout. And let me make sure the timer's set for after takeoff, which it is. Cool. Actually, I need to change it. It doesn't have a sound. Oops. Oops. Hold on. Cool. We'll set it as a doorbell. That's something I just will not forget. So, uh-oh, didn't work. Hold on. I have to fix it. Or a boing. Yeah, that works. Cool. Alright, that's good. Abdul, good to see you. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Alright, let's hold short for a second. And then we're going to get in the air. Cool. And we're going to go ahead and line this thing up. Alright, so let's hold short. Make sure that's set. Good. And we'll just verify that we're ready to go. So, if I were looking at a before takeoff checklist, we'd be doing that, of course, right now. So, that's done. That's good. That actually looks really nice. Cool. Alright. Strobes on. Wing on. Nose light. Oh, didn't go over to taxi. That's odd. EChem status, no blue. Flaps are set. Speed brakes armed. Auto brake max. And the cabin's ready. I say let's go. So, let's get on the runway. Give her a little bit of power, though the thing wants to give it a lot, and that's okay. Cool. Look at that view. That's amazing. As we enter the runway, we'll put the light... Oh, or not. Lights on. Left and right side. That's good to go. And let's get ready to get out of here. Chrono, come on as we enter. This is one of my favorite places to fly. It's so beautiful. This in the Caribbean. Alright. Let's line it up. Hold on. Am I saying things? Oh no, it said 0. I thought it said 08. I was so confused looking at the runway marking. Alright, cool. That's done. So on we go. Onto the brakes. Chrono set. And let's verify everything's set. 1,600 feet's plugged in. And I think we're good to go. Alright. You guys ready? Let's go. And this is a Toga departure, so we don't have to worry about a flex. Alright. Up you go. Mantoga, SRS, no runway as of yet. Speed select is there. Cool. Power set, airspeed's alive and indicated. 80 knots, cross checked. Auto thrust blue. 100 knots. Stay on the center line. V1. Rotate. Start bringing the nose up if it wants to. There we go. Positive rate. Gear up. We'll continue runway heading for a minute here. Now, immediately, throttle's back to climb. Thrust climb is set. Flaps are looking good. We'll continue on out. So there we go. We're about to level out. So what I'm going to do, I need to brighten these up. There it is. We'll bring that back. And we'll start the left-hand turn. Alright. Start that left turn, maintain our altitude. Keep the speed selected at 170. That's good. Speed's looking good. Start turning it back. Hold the altitude. I'm actually going to turn you off. There we go. Keep it turning. There it is. So back to the sheet here. That looks good. So keep turning it around. Try not to exceed 1,600 feet. That we're doing a wonderful job at that. I hear you. It's okay. Calm down. Cool. So there we go. Come on. And we'll start to ease out on the turn. Don't want to go into like a whole bank angle thing here, which we certainly don't want to worry about. Right. So that looks good. So keep eyes out for when we pass the threshold, because that's what we need to pay attention to. And we're going to start easing out the turns so we can kind of keep it rolling. So any second, we'll start that timer of 45 seconds, and that's going to let us know when we're ready to turn. Hold the altitude. Keep it rolling. Ease out on the turn. Now we pay attention. This is where we start paying attention. Because if we don't, it will not go well. Maintain that altitude there. And let's have a look. So, phone comes out. Make sure it's in airplane mode, of course. Wait till we pass the threshold, which there isn't much of. So, you guys ready? Let's do it. So, 3, 2, 1. And give it a second. Alright, start. So 45-second timer's running. All that's looking good. Keeping our airplane on the heading, trying not to get off it. Hold 1,600 feet. 1,600 feet is in. That's looking good. And we'll do a couple of these. So there we go. Timer's set. Just about 30 seconds remaining. It goes really quick, too. It does. Hold the altitude. Try not to drop too low here. There it is. Continuing parallel with it. About to pass the other hand of the threshold. So that's good. Watch the altitude. And from what it looks like... there's a timer. So timer set. Start that left-hand turn. Speed check. Flaps 2. At this point... approach... no. We need to activate the approach phase. And there's our V approach speed. So we'll just leave that for now. So we'll go manage speed. Back we go. We're about midway through the turn. Gear down. Give it another second here. Keep that turn rolling. Flap 3. Easy on the turn. Keep it in a little bit of a descent here. And we can go flap full. Like I said, no auto brake. Speed brakes are armed still. And let's see how we do. Volanta's running, so I'll get a landing rate after each one. I just can't promise how it's going to end. Cool. Start easing out the turn here any second. There's about 1,000 feet. Help us clear... oh, yeah, right?
1,000.
Okay. Gear down, flaps full. And approach phase is confirmed. A little bit high here. We'll watch that. This is why they do it over and over, because you're not going to nail it on the first try. Unless, of course, you're a pro, which is hard to do. Cool. Continue in.
500.
Checked. Stable it out. There we go.
400.
Okay. Ease out the turn. Watching those
300.
poppies. We're still a little bit high. Though it's very hard to see.
200.
Okay. Get it over. Try not to land on the taxiway, please.
100.
Okay. We'll watch that. Oof.
50.
Where are you going, airplane?
40. 30. 20.
Oh boy.
Retard.
Come on.
5.
Good thing we're going around anyway. Cool. Nose down. Bring up the power just a bit. Make sure the speed brakes go in. Speed brakes in. Toga. Flaps up. And rotate. Positive rate. Gear goes back up. See, buds, good to see you. How you doing? And we can actually go flaps back position 1. Change our speed now. We'll go back about 1. We'll do 165 this time, because I feel like 170 just didn't do it. Back thrust climb. Climb auto thrust is set. Speed mode's coming back. There we go. And out we go. Change the heading now. We'll go back to 50. Start that left-hand turn. Come on. There you go. Start leveling it out as well. And we'll bring that turn all the way back. That was not my finest landing, quite honestly. Then again, my monitor is a bit curved, because I have 2. So I'm just trying to get used to it. Alright, back around we go. Get ready to start the timer again. Oh, not the weather channel. Why is that opening? Cool. So back we go. Hold the altitude. We'll continue to watch for that. So notice on that last approach, we're a bit high and a bit not stable. So I think this time we'll start the timer another second or 2 later, because I think we were just shy of it. But not to mention, we're going to need to really start our descent a little earlier. Nice headphones. Thank you, C-Buds. I appreciate it, dude. Start leveling out the turn. And hopefully you guys are learning something, because I am too. Your pilot's learning. That's why it's base training anyway. Cool. Ease out that turn. There we go. Keep eyes on that. Level it out. Hold the altitude. Oh, quiet. Did I ask? We're fine. Fine. Speed 1's... Sure. 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 You're totally fine. I know you're scared. You're fine. I promise I won't plunge you into the ground. Quiet. Alright, you're fine. Alright. Here we go. Ah, crap. Open the phone. Keep it on the heading. 3, 2, 1. Start. 45 seconds on the clock. 45 seconds is running. That's looking good. Keep it running. Flap 2. Hold that there. And we're about to start the turn. So let's have a look. Don't sink. I promise we won't. Also, guys, thank you so much for almost 20 likes. You guys are amazing. Honestly. Back out a little we go. Almost past it. Alright. There we are. Timer's almost up. It's going to annoy the crap out of me because I set like the worst sound I could find, I think, with Apple. Quiet. So harsh on my skills. There's the timer. Stop the timer. Start that left-hand turn. Flaps 2 is set. James. James is all for me messing this one up. I know that. Cool. Gear down. Now we can go back. Approach phase is set. Speed's looking good. Keep it rolling. Oh, quiet. Flap 3. And we'll wait on flap full. Now let's try to see if we can stable this one out a bit more. Because the last one was not my finest. Alright. Cool. I hear you. Trust me. That's why I'm leaving. Okay, cool. Start that descent a bit more. Speed check, flap full. You are absolutely obnoxious. Oh my. Starting to get the lead in lights. Keep it turning to the left. Ever so slightly.
Don't sink.
I'm not a boat. Leave me alone.
Don't sink.
Okay, that's a bit unstable.
Don't sink.
In the event that that happens, we're going to do something a bit fun here.
Don't sink.
We'll keep trying, but yeah, this is 500? Okay, we're a bit high.
Don't
So, this is what we consider not a stable approach. Does it look stable? Absolutely not. In that case, flap up 2, gear up,
sink.
Mantoga, SRS, go on track.
Don't sink.
Back up we go.
Don't sink.
Oh my gosh, this airplane. Quagu. Had to have a little fun with it.
Sink.
The airplane thinks so too.
Don't sink.
Cool, back to thrust climb.
Don't sink.
Set, speed back.
Don't sink.
160, flap up position 1. Start leveling out the altitude, heading, select back 250. Which I might not even need, but it's just good for
Don't
reference.
sink.
Oh, quiet.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
It's bothering us, isn't it now?
Don't sink.
Cool.
Don't sink.
Alright, I hear you. You're fine.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Oh, Real Hacks. Real Hacks, how you doing? It's good to see you. It took me a minute. I knew it was going to be something. But what is it? I have no clue. It's good to see Real Hacks. How you doing? Alright, let's start that left-hand turn.
Don't sink.
You're fine.
Don't sink.
How do I...
Don't sink.
It's best. I know. I don't know why it's so mad. Let's go flap 2 for our speed. And we'll keep that turn rolling.
Don't sink.
Why are you so mad? Chill.
Don't sink.
Calm.
Don't sink.
So the last approach was very unstable. It's a good thing this is a bunch of circuits and not a standard flight. Cool. Oh. Well, in that case, it's all it took, airplane. It's all it took. Now it's going to keep whining. Justin, no, you're good. It's good to see you. How you doing? Of course you're not late. If you were late, I wouldn't have a stream running. But how you doing, Justin? It's good to see you. Alright, let's see if we can get 20 likes by the next landing. You guys are absolutely awesome. So there we go. Start easing out the roll. Hold the altitude. Watch the speed. Now, let's see if we can do this approach just a little bit better. So, we'll let that go. Watch for the runway. Timer's coming open. Ease it out. Please don't start whining, airplane. That's all I ask of you. There we go. Ease out the roll. Hold it. Press the button next to the PFD. It's a square. What square? What do you mean? Press the button.
Don't
Alright.
sink.
Quiet.
Don't sink.
You are so...
Don't sink.
Cool. Finishing out the threshold. Start the clock. Rain Dog, how you doing? Good to see you. Stop it.
Don't sink.
Stop it. Alright, here we go. 40 seconds counting down.
Don't sink.
Flaps 2, lights on, speed brakes armed.
Don't sink.
All the bells and whistles. Alright, let's do this, folks. Rain Dog, how you doing? It's great to see you. Stop it. There we go. Alright, timer's ticking. Out we go. And let's get ready to configure this thing. Now, I think if we drop the gear a little bit earlier in our turn, it might help us be a little more stable. We also need to make sure that we're not coming in like Batman style, you know, soaring through the... Like, we're not Superman. You're at 20 likes? You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much. Alright. You're going to hear a loud boing if it picks up. It's an orange and black square. Alright, I'll have a look. Circle approach. There's the timer. So, let's get ready. Start that turn. Let's get ready to land. Alright, back to manage speed. Manage speed is coming in. Gear down. Should drop back to the approach speed. Let it roll, and start the turn. Come on. There it is, approach speed. Pop 3. In we go. Keep the descent rolling.
Don't sink.
Oh, quiet! Rain Dog, we're going to Honduras. We're doing to Toncontin after this. We're gonna do like 1 or 2 more of these, and then we're gonna get set up for a next leg.
Don't sink.
Quiet. Flap full.
Don't sink.
You're fine.
Don't sink.
Calm down. I mean, I see why it's yelling at
Don't
me,
sink.
but it's okay.
Don't sink.
It's okay. Tokyo Drift it. Well, we almost did on the first landing. This is already looking a bit better. Let's carry it out a little further so we don't make that turn. I think we've been making the turn quite a bit early.
Don't sink.
Oh my gosh.
Don't sink.
Do you have anything else to say?
Don't sink.
I guess he does.
Don't sink.
Cool.
Don't sink.
In we go. Hold
Don't
it.
sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
That's a little better.
Don't sink.
Is it ideal? No. We kind of overshot it.
Sink.
But we can always correct it.
Don't
Okay. Let's see if we can do this one a bit better. I think this is going to be easy to recover because we're still further out, so. Okay, you're fine. You're okay. You're okay. A little bit about a 10 knot crosswind, but that's okay. Oh my gosh. Correct ourselves. Use that rudder. That's why it's there for a reason. Okay.
Retard. 5.
That was much better. We'll get the nose down a bit. Let it roll. Speed brakes up a tad. Make sure they retract. There they go. Hopefully they go away. There they go. Toga. Speed set. And V1. Rotate. And back up we go. Flaps coming in. There they go. Positive rate. Gear up. And flap 1. Let them roll back. Keep it moving. If you don't have next flight plan, can you land it? I do have another flight planned. I'll let you guys know what it is in a second. It's really fun. I promise you guys will like it. Right, watch that. Thrust back to climb. 160's going back in. Hold the altitude coming up. Watch that speed start the left-hand turn. And we'll set back to 50. What is it? Okay, there we go. Cool. Hold the altitude. You're almost there. Whoa, that's not what I meant to do. Cool. So 250 goes back in. Keep the turn. Hold the altitude. And let's get the timer ready. You guys ready? 45 seconds to set. Now, I'm not sure if she's still here. The one who wrote it, Katie. Let's see. If she's still here, I actually have a general question on this that I was just thinking. If the runway is about, here's this, but if the runway, if anybody actually knows, if the runway is, let's say it's 11,500 feet roughly, this one, would that vary the time that goes on the timer? I'd imagine it would, but I was wondering if that would change the amount of time that I would set on the clock. Because that might be the reason we're coming in. It seems to be okay, but because it's such a long runway, I'm wondering if that changes the aspect of it. Alright, ease that on the turn. There we go. And we'll get ready for the timer. Hold that. Bring this guy up. Alright, cool. So, back we go. That looks good. That's actually really good. Oh, quiet. British and Atlantic are British. I've never been on either. But British seems really cool, because I know Virgin Atlantic got rid of all the cool planes. And they don't have A320s, or the 321, which is my favorite. So, alright, we forgot to start the clock. We'll start that now. This is what happens. You guys sidetrack me. There we go. Alright. We'll watch that. You're okay. Cool. We're maintaining that heading nicely, though. We'll let the timer run. I might stop at like 5 seconds early, just in case. You're fine. You're fine. Why are you... Okay, cool, airplane. There we go. So, let's level it back out. Let's hold that there. Timer's about to be up. And I think we'll call it after this one. Then we'll get going to Honduras. Stop it. Cool. Flap 2. Get ready to start the turn. There goes the timer. Start that turn. Bring it back. Gear down. Flaps. Manage speed. Approach speed's kicking in. Jamaica Airways livery. Oh, it's a really nice one. I actually really like it. Seriously, it's a really cool livery. It's one of my favorites. Isn't it the one with the yellow? And I think it has purple in it. Or it's blue. But it looks really cool. I like that livery. Speed's looking okay. Ease out on the turn. We'll watch out for that. Keep the turn rolling. We can go flap full. That looks good. Alright, here we go. They retired. I do know they retired. That is true. Okay. This is already looking a little better. Question is, are we too high? And the answer is yes. Alright, we'll go one more after this and hopefully make up for it, because we'll see how this gets pulled off. Oh, it did? Oof. That's not good. Alright. Ease you out. Cool. Level it. And we'll go one more time after this.
Don't sink.
And that's good.
Don't sink.
Hold it.
50,
Don't sink. Don't sink.
10, 5.
Cool. Nice, Maddie. That's awesome, dude. Hold it. Give it some power. Speed brakes in. Flaps up. Toga. And rotate. There we go. Positive rate. Gear up. Maddie, that's awesome, dude. Thrust back to climb. Speed back 160. Thrust climb's looking good. We can go flap 1. Hold that there. Change the heading. Alright, this is going to be our last approach. Then we're going to go on to Tegucigalpa. So let's get ready for that. And we'll touchdown, we'll pull it back in. I'm glad we were able to keep the airplane in one piece. Cool. Alright, back we go to the left, swing it around. And we'll do the hokey pokey once again. Alright, cool. So there we go, holding that altitude. That is beautiful. This airport's actually really good. Quite honestly, with the low elevation, it doesn't screw much up. Not to mention, it's pretty open around because it's right on the coast. So, alright, cool. Capital Jamaica, there's still headquarters with these. Oh, that's cool. At least I like repurposed the building. That's really cool. Alright, hold it out. Level you out. And now we need to actually make sure the timer goes off right. Because if not, well, that will screw this up. So we'll watch for that. Get ready to pass the threshold in a second. Ease out the roll. Mic is a bit... Is it 777 Swiss? I have to configure it still. I'll have a look for sure. Oh, quiet.
Don't sink.
Oh no.
Don't
Cool.
sink.
Ease out on the turn. Start watching so we can start our timer.
Don't sink.
You're okay. You're okay.
Don't sink.
There we go. Alright, this is the last time, so let's make sure before we do a full stop, we need to configure for that. So in that case, auto brakes low is plenty. Speed brakes armed, and all that's good to go. So this time we're doing a full stop landing.
Don't sink.
And let's start the clock in 3,
Sink.
2,
Don't sink.
1. Start. 45 seconds is rolling. There we go.
Don't
Did they really? I love their 340s. I do know they had that, and I knew they had the 320, but I wasn't sure what else they had. That's awesome, Justin.
Don't sink.
Watch the altitude. We'll hold that up a bit. Time is ticking. 30 seconds on the clock. Just about halfway through.
Sink.
There we go.
Don't sink.
Flop 2. Alright, guys. You can get your landing rates in, because this is our final landing. And we'll review what we did after.
Don't sink.
Alright, cool.
Don't sink.
Watch that heading.
Don't sink.
Timer's about to finish. There we go.
Don't sink.
Cool.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Alright, let's get ready.
Don't sink.
There's the timer. Start the roll. Gear down. Manage speed. This is a full stop. Turn it in. Kid named Kenny, great to see you. Do you use the 4 season? I don't. I've actually never heard of that. Alright, flaps coming out. What are we doing with our speed? Let's watch for that. That is odd. Why aren't we going into approach phase?
Don't sink.
I'll just confirm it. There we go. Approach phase set. Flaps coming out. So we have flap 3 set. Keep it rolling back. Oof. Little stutter there. Once we see those lead-in lights, we'll start leveling it out. Hopefully we're not too shy of them. Oh boy. So, that is a horribly stable approach. The good thing is we're training, so we don't have to worry. Flap full. Let's see if we can ease this out. We're going to have to practice for Tegucigalpa anyway, so. Alright, in we go, folks. Now let's see if we can make this stable or not. If not, I'm about to go around anywho. So let's see. Oh no. These winds.
200.
Okay. This is very rough. This is not a good idea. Oof. Oof. Let's not. Let's not. Ease it out.
40, 30,
Oh, that's not.
20, 10, 5.
Cool, we're down. Stow it out. Reverser should be out. At least they should. Decel, manual braking. 80 knots, and they should be stowed. I don't even know if they came out or not. Manual braking. Why are we have... Well, I guess we have hot brakes after all those touchdowns. Roll it out. That was recovered nicely. And off to the left. Thank you for the surprise stream. Yeah, I tried to come on like last minute for you guys because it's been raining all day. So, I thought if we did something fun. Landing lights coming off. AP master switch and start. Back down we go, right at the terminal. So that was almost 26 minutes. That was fun. How many times did we do that? Flaps coming in. That looks good. Strobes off. Wing light off. Nose light back over to taxi. Also, guys, if you're enjoying the content, don't forget to smash down that like and subscribe button. You guys are absolutely awesome. I totally just missed the right turn, didn't I? Yeah, no, that's okay. There's an entrance. There's an entrance ahead, so that's okay. One of those approaches was like, no. Cool. Alright, guys, welcome down. That was fun. Alright, let's park this thing. The APU should become available here any second. But we're going to get turned around, and then we're going to show you guys a surprise that we're going to. We are actually off to do one of the world's hardest approaches right now. We're going to go to Tegucigalpa. AP is available, but I can leave the bleed off, I believe. So that's good. Alright, brake fans on. Take it left. What do you guys want to go to Tegucigalpa? It's 20 minutes. We're going to head over to Honduras, one of the world's hardest approaches. It's up there with Paro, but it's a short runway and like a circle to land. So it's very scary. And I haven't been in over a year, so I thought I'd surprise you guys with that. So I hope you guys are excited for that, because it's going to be fun. Alright, cool. Turn off lights coming off as we enter the ramp. And we're going to park over here at this little remote stand. That would be fun. Malachi, how you doing? Good to see ya. Alright, let's follow... Oh, uh-oh. Please stop. There it goes. I'm like, is it going to stop? But yeah, it did. Right on the line. Cool. Parking brake is set. Let's go back down so we can change our transponder. Back you go to standby. Up you go. Let's go... Well, beacon stays on, but taxi light comes off. We can go engine 2, engine 1, brake set, and... Oh, there we go. Welcome down to Tegucigalpa. Cabin crew are... disarm doors for arrival, cross-check, and all call. Cool. Once the engines spool down a bit more, we'll connect the external power. Avgeek, how you doing? Good to see ya. Were you about to set Alaska up for this? Yes. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. We're going to Tegucigalpa. It should be fun. It should be fun. Alright, guys. Welcome down. We're going to pull up SimBrief here in a second. We'll let the engine spool back. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. So, parking brake is set. Let's go ahead and turn off the beacon lights. We can connect the external power. We'll make sure that's all selected. Now we're going to head to the fun part of the day. Master Gamer, good to see you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Alright, let's go. Bleed off. Master switch off. Belts off. And we'll take the fuel pumps off as well. Are we going to end up in the neighborhood like me in the side of a mountain? No, I hope not. I hope not. And welcome down, folks. So how was that? Did you guys enjoy the little base training? Meanwhile, let's get set up for the next leg. I am going to pull it up for you guys. And we'll switch our screens. So let's go here, here. There we go. Alright, cool. Dispatch. We'll create a new one. And I'll do this with you guys. So we're going to be Avianca Flight 559. Why not? Renee, good to see you. What are the odds you're headed to my... Are we really, Renee? I hope all is good. It's great to see you. But that's awesome. Hometown, I love it. Which one? Is it Tegucigalpa? And we're going to MHTG. You guys will see how short it is. 40 degrees, not a cloud in the sky. Actually, Snaggy? Snaggy, how you doing? That's insane. Oh my. It's cold here. It's been raining today. So I have the day off from work, which is nice. Alright, we'll generate the flight. We'll send it across. There we go. Snaggy, it's great to see you. Stay warm, because that sounds like a nightmare. And let me switch that. And we are headed to Honduras. It should be pretty insane. So, there we go. Do you have Discord ID? You can do exclamation point Discord for sure. Alright. 32 minutes at 19,000 feet. That is perfect. So, Avianca Flight 559, Airbus A320 Neo, departing from San Salvador, of course. Got my pilot's license. Wow! So you're going to really be able to help us on this approach. So there we go. We're off to Tegucigalpa. If not, MHLM. What is that? MHLM. I want to say... that is San Pedro Sula. That's cool. It's the life, is the Midwestern. Love the snow. Nice. That's cool. Alright, let's get down. Let's get this airplane ready to go. So, as far as the fuel goes, it makes us take quite a bit extra because of the approach. I don't think we have enough. Let's see how much fuel we have. We actually might be cutting it. 4,000 kilograms. What do we have? We're just shy. So we'll put in 4,500 kilograms of fuel. And that's good to go. Start the fuel. That looks good. Alright. So let's get down to the MCDU. And we'll get this aircraft ready to go. So the first thing we're going to do. And I can switch this back. Last time I landed... Oh, nice. That's awesome, dude. So let's get this thing going. Where did my... Okay, there we go. So let's go in it. We should be able to pull it in from SimBrief. And it should say... There we go. Iris is aligned. Cost index of 21. 19,000 feet's going in. Cool. So let me double check something on the tablets here. And for that, it would be this. I just want to click that. There it is. Winds are 10 knots. That's going to make for a fun approach. So, let's go MSLP Departure. What are they departing? I want to say still... Okay, so they're now on 2.5. Which makes sense, because the winds did shift. So, we're going to take runway 2.5. We are on the Mutal... Where are you? It should be the 3 hotel. There it is. And the Mutal transition. In that goes. And I believe we do actually have a short flight plan. So from Mutal, we're going to be off to Alpha 754, which might actually be an airway. So let's go here. We'll go to Airways. Alpha 754. Oh, it already loaded in the stupid flight plan. Oops. There we go. And actually, I forgot we did an ACARS load in, so that's fine. Cool. Alright, that's done. That's complete. Vitan, we can clear the discon, of course, since that's already in. You guys can see how short this flight is. Let me update the overlay as well. And we're going... Cool. Alright, that's done. That's good to go. So, let me change this. There we go. Alright, let me just update the title there. Cool. So that's done. Arrival into Tegucigalpa. It's the RNAV runway 12. Or, sorry, 02, I meant. We are on the Vitan 1, which should be down here. There it is. Vitan 1, and we do have... Actually, have no VI. It should just be no transition either. So that's good to go. Alright, flight plan is in. All that's done. That looks good. Let me just make sure we don't have any sort of discons, which we don't. It's only 156 miles. We're going up to 19,000 feet, holding it there, and we're good to go. It's a really short flight. So there we go, 23 minutes en route. Let me complete Volanta for the last flights. We got oh my gosh, a minus 47 on our last flight. We got, okay, so we started a minus 268, minus 185, we got a minus 28, and a minus 47. That is really cool. That is good. I consider that as a good flight. Alright, let's add the flight plan back. We'll get Volanta rolling. That's good. The flight from... Isn't it? It's really short. How to use Google Maps scenery? Oh, nice. I guess that still works, though, right? Let's check on the fuel so we can get our fuel pumps going. Should be done. Let's see. Cool. So, fueling is complete. Fuel pump's coming back on. We'll get the... There we go. AP starting. Alright, let's get out of here, because I'm excited for this approach. Alright, back we go. We'll go back to our init page. We'll come on over. Block fuel we said was going to be 4.0. Oh, wait. We need to get our zero fuel weight. Totally didn't get that in. There we go. So we'll clear that. Zero fuel weight and center gravity is going in. Block fuel should be 4.0. Hope it still works. Now you're scaring me. Oh, Google's fine. If you couldn't get Bing sometimes, it's totally okay. I actually use Google, I think, for most of Central and South America, so... Yeah. But no, Bing works too. Either one, honestly. Alright, V-speeds. 124. 129. And that would make... 136. Transition altitude is in. Flaps for departure. We're going to go ahead and do a flap 1 departure again. And we are still going to use a toga thrust, so that's good. Alright, flight plan is in, all looks good. We'll follow the arrival. We're going to go over the charts as well for that, but so far we're good to go. An APU's on and available, bleed's coming on, beacon can't come on. You guys ready to get out of here? Let's do it. We'll go back over. Quick little turnaround. Alright, let's call for a push. Whoa, okay, it's actually moving us. Oh, uh-oh. Alright, we have an invisible push. What the heck? This sim sometimes. Alright, start up with engine number 2. Engine 2 start. Brake fan can stay on. We're going in direct climb 19,000. Cool. Alright, belts need to be on as well. Totally a pro pilot here. Cool. Alright, we'll let this engine rise up here. That looks good. Wow. Awesome. So there we go. We should have engine 2 starting. You're running high settings. I run a good amount on ultra, some stuff on medium, and I think that's it. But mostly ultra. Mostly ultra. The only thing I have are trees turned down, because the trees were just way too much. We can stop you right here. Ah, it kills me when they don't show the tug. But yeah, I'll show you guys my settings here in a minute. I will. Here you go. So these are my settings. You can see I just kind of have it ultra, and that's about it. Few things I turned down. But let me know if you need them. I might actually post them in the Discord, or I can send them to you for sure. Alright, we should have an available message here. There we go. Which means engine 1 start. Hydraulics coming out. Young Liam, how you doing? Good to see ya. Hope all is good. Cool. That is perfect. Very good. Got a 1060, i7 8700. You think I'll be able to... Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Probably with medium, yeah. Don't overstress it though. Because if you overstress it, it's more fun to play with lower settings and have a smooth sim, at least for me, I think, than completely stressing out your GPU and then it's like a stutter, you know, it'll do, like that's kind of your frames. But yeah, no, medium you should be fine. I think we turned the brake fan off. Brakes should be cooled by now. There we go. Now let's see. This is gonna do. Danny, good to see you. Getting P3D right now. Hope you're having a good day. Nice! You're getting into P3D? That's awesome, dude. Well, you know what my first aircraft recommendation is if you can do it. Take a guess at what I'm gonna tell you. And it will not be the PMDG 7.3. I promise you that. Oh. Back mode normal. There we go. That's set. Taxi light on. Flap position 1. Flaps coming out. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh! Oh! Oops! Somebody let my brakes just... Yeah, absolutely, Danny. What in the... That's not supposed to happen. I swear the parking brakes were set. Oh crap. Alright. Bleed off. Master switch off. Taxi max. Alright, let's get out of here. That is not supposed to happen. But it did. So. How's MSFS? I really like it. I really like it. P3D is just giving me so many issues. It's really bugged me. I mean, it's bugged itself, but ever since I updated to 5.3, yeah, I destroyed my sim. Alright, that's set. Is it? I mean, I think once we get some more aircraft for it, quite honestly. But to be honest with you, I think that based on what I'm seeing with the Phoenix previews, the PMDG looks really good too. I think that give it a few more months, give it 6 months, and I can have a much better answer. Liam, I have, but I still fly in it quite a bit, and we'll be in it much more now that P3D's, well, P3D. It's like broken as all hell. Alright, turn off lights on. That's good. Cabin crew, please be seated for departure.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Thank you. Constraint mode on. Alright, we're good to go. I'd honestly advise, wait for a hotfix until 5.3. And almost 30 likes, you guys are amazing. Thank you guys so much. Alright, cool. Auto brake is max. Let's do a takeoff config check. Normal. Ecam status no blue, we're ready to go. Is there a reason? Honestly, ever since I had the FS Labs, the tow list just kind of wasn't as fun to fly, if that makes sense. I know it is Fly Guy, and I always think of it. And I just found out recently it's him, but I always said, that sounds like V1. Yeah, no, the tow list was just a bit not my thing. Same with the flight factor. I was really looking for a good Airbus. So when I got the FS Labs, I kind of decided myself, like, well, what reason do I have to go fly the tow list as much? But, I mean, if you guys enjoy X-Plane, I still like flying the Zebo and stuff. So, gonna get the... Nice, Danny! Flying Scotsman, how you doing? Great to see you. Good luck. Appreciate it, dude. Yeah, this approach is tricky. Very tricky. To say the least. We need to, like, slow the hell down. We're, like, racing at the Grand Prix on this taxiway. This is like Daytona. Cool. This airplane is moving like Daytona. It's like NASCAR. Thing wants to go. It's not happening. You wish, airplane. You could just rotate right now. Very good. Alright, guys, let's get out of here. We're ready to go. Tegucigalpa, here we come. Or Toncontin, however I say it. Is it weird, Lay? I have to configure it, honestly. I have to completely configure it, because I haven't changed any of the settings, so I apologize. Alright, let's go. Strobes, wing. The mic sounds like the old one. Yeah, it sounds like the Yeti in a way. It's really weird. But I need to configure it in OBS, because I have my filters that might still be applied from the last mic, which is why it sounds interesting. Rossq, good to see you. Delta, how you doing? Why are we... Stop. Okay, there we go. Psh. Delta knows. Alright, on the runway, we'll line it up. We're ready to go. Thank you guys so much. Almost 30 likes. It's absolutely amazing. And chrono starts. Do you want to be an actual pilot? Yes. In fact, I was looking at flight schools today. Kid you not. Alright, you guys ready to go? Let's do it. So there we go. Mantoga, SRS, runway, auto thrust blue, airspeed's alive and indicated, 80 knots cross checked, here we go, 100 knots, V1, rotate, nose up, positive climb, gear up, you're like my brother was, awesome dude, how's Skyhawk doing? I haven't heard from him in a minute. There we go. So we're climbing pretty good here. We do start a right-hand turn. Could actually go flaps in. Wow, this thing likes to climb. Start that right-hand turn. Watch that speed. Thrust climb. There's climb auto thrust is set. And I'm going to put the autopilot on. It might swing us to the left, so what we'll do is we'll do a direct to this guy. And that'll help. So we go all the way out and to the left. How old are you? I'm gonna be 17 in like 2 weeks. Just over 2 weeks, under 3. Are there any height requirements? I'm not sure. That's a really good question. I don't know. I want to say yes. Like if you're probably too tall, it would be an issue to fly a CRJ. I guess it just depends on the airline, though. We can disarm his brakes. He said, aw, well, tell him I say hi, for sure. That looks good. Continue climb, and there's altitude blue 19,000. Look at that. That's amazing. The good thing is we don't have to worry about the weather bug with the altitude we're going at. So, there we go. Landing lights off. Belts can sail. How tall am I? I'm actually almost 6 feet. I'm like 5'11" maybe. It's kind of scary. It doesn't look like it, but I promise you. My dad is 6 feet and I'm coming up on him. It's crazy. It's crazy. So there we go. 7,000 feet and climbing. 250 on the speed. Speed is looking good. We're actually, it's such a short flight. We'll be there in like 15 minutes. So the approach happens in like 5, because we just have to go over the hill. Oh my gosh.
Fly Guy the flight attendant donated $1. Hello and welcome aboard Alaska 559 Airways.
Oh my.
Seatbelts are overrated, so we got rid of them. And about those water landings, we hope you can swim. Thanks for flying with us.
No. Fly Guy, the flight attendant, coming in with the $1 donation. That message was everything. Fly Guy, thank you so much for the $1 donation. I swear. Could anybody hear what that said? Because that was absolutely that was perfect. That was perfect. Fly Guy, thank you so much for the $1 donation, dude. Honestly. Oh my gosh. Honestly, guys. There we go. See, Arthur, it's actually really nice. Look how many airports there are between here and the airport. It's so funny. There's like nowhere to go. It's really nice. I'm really liking it. It sounds great. It's wireless. So I can't break it and run over the cord like I did the last one. It's really nice. The only thing I have to fix, and I'm looking at it now, it looks like I have random filters applied to the mic. So it's probably why it sounds weird. Yeah, I have a... If I turn that off, does it sound okay, folks? That might help. I'm gonna have to play with them. Oh, really, Cabinety? That's crazy. You are tall. So there we go. We'll level it out in a second. So beautiful. Though the only thing that's messed up is the paint on the sharklet. I had some weird volume control. There we go. So we're about to level out. We'll take that left-hand turn, and we're actually going to set up for our descent. It's pretty crazy how fast this flight works. It's like you go up, you go down, make a few turns, and do the hokey pokey, and you land it on the ground. And that's how we work. That's all. That's all. Cool. So there's 16,000 up to 19,000. We're doing pretty good. Wow. That is awesome. We're on real time as well, so it's going to be like a sunset. That's going to be cool. I don't want to be too tall. Oh, you're fine. Honestly, it's probably better you're taller and not too short. Because if you're like, I'd say don't worry unless you're like over 7 feet, or you're ridiculously tall, but no, you're good. There it is, left turn, we're going to level out. There's 19,000 plugged in. Fastest climb to 19,000 I think I've ever had. Especially in a 320. That is beautiful. So there we go. So what we're going to do, I'm going to get the charts up. It feels like 15 minutes. Taking a few times to fly to LAX. Oh, nice. Yeah, because Avianca El Salvador, I think it is. They connect, and so does Volaris. Volaris Costa Rica is the operator, or just Volaris. But they connect also. And then now Delta and United have caught on, and they did it. So that's pretty cool. So we're going to start descending towards Vitan. So if I do this, and I do a fix info at Vitan, I always mark this now, so I can start my descent. And I'm going to put that. We'll do a radial of 10. That way I don't overshoot my descent, and it catches my eye. So if you see how I did it... Oh, it didn't... What the... Didn't work. Try that. And then we need to get our descent info in. It should be a... Sorry, radius. Not a radial. Radius. That's what I meant. 10 nautical miles. So let's get a METAR in. We are going MHTG. Let me see. Master Gamer, for sure, if I need it, I'll let you know. Absolutely. And you guys should be able to see it now. So that's where we're going to start our descent, is at the end of the line. Altimeter needs to go back to standard, because now we're at the transition altitude. So let's go to perf. The QNH is 1019. Temperatures 27. Wow, it's warm here. And the winds are 090 at 10. So that's good to go. Now our V approach speed, we're going to set that for 126. And that's set to go. So we're actually pretty good to go. Oh, Aviation Master, I will try not to, but I can't promise you, quite honestly. I can't promise. Oh, yeah. Alright, cool. So all that's set up, all that's good. Now, for some reason, it didn't want to hold up at 19,000. That's odd. That's what happens when you make the QNH your cruise altitude. So just over this hill, we're starting our descent. It's right around here. In fact, Volanta shows we're like 10 minutes out. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, Aviation Master, we're running the new one. Because my other one was falling apart, that red one. And it was all I had left. So I ordered it off Amazon while it was on sale. And I needed wireless. So I decided to go for this one. But yeah. Minus 17 here in Sweden 2 days ago. I missed summer. Oh, wow. It's cold here. You guys want to know what it is in California right now, here in LA? Currently, it's 54. And the low tonight is in the 30s. What does that say for California? Now, next week, we're going to get down to almost the 40s and like 35 at night. It's crazy. Crazy. So let's get ready for this descent. It says we go down to 8,000 at TNT. Now, TNT is probably... I remember this. I remember that waypoint, too. Because I used to say... Whoa. 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 Aviation Master coming in 6 months. Dude, that's insane. That's insane that it's already been 6 months. Aviation Master, thank you so much for your 6-month membership. He says there's 6 months left for me to ruin my credit score. Oh my gosh. Aviation Master, thank you so much, dude. 6 months. That's insane. But thank you so much, dude, for those 6 months. Wow, we've seen some crazy numbers over the last 2 days in terms of, like, months. That's crazy. But Aviation Master, thank you so much. And you have your second stripe. That's awesome, dude. Thank you, dude. Alright, let's prep for this descent. So we got 8,000 going in. That's done. Cool. Look at these views. Stunning. Let's see. Minus Celsius is... I know, that's crazy. Oh, I'm using... Fahrenheit. So it's 50 Fahrenheit. That's like... What is that? That's 10 degrees Celsius, and I'm complaining that's cold. And here you are saying it's minus 17 Celsius. That is crazy. Crazy. Wow. I don't even know what to say to that. That is freezing. That is quite cold. Alright, we're going to arm these guys back. That looks good to go. Also, guys, if you're enjoying the stream today, don't forget to smash down that like button. If you're really enjoying the content, feel free to hit that subscribe button to keep up with the latest content. But you guys are absolutely awesome. Thank you so much. I see we just hit 30 likes. You guys are seriously awesome. So, let's do this. We're going to do that, and let's get ready to start our descent. I can't believe how close we are. It scares me. Believe me, it is. Oh, I bet it's cold. I bet it's really cold. Minus 17. Can you... I can't even begin to imagine. That just sounds like pure hell. How does anybody survive? How does anybody from California survive? Wow. 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 Cold. It's freezing. Literally, it's freezing. So... Wow, this is so cool. Where do you want to go to college? I have no clue. I just started considering that today, because I really have to plan to figure it out. Let's get constraint mode back on. Sounds like nice... Yeah. Ooh, do you guys see all that sun now coming in through the window? The clouds are finally breaking where I live, so... It's getting sunny out again. Alright, there we go. Yeah, it's cold though for us, Renee. It really is. There we go. Alright, let's get this bird on the ground. Let's do it. So, we'll do this, that, and there we go. Cool. I suggest you give Embry... That's what I was looking at. I was looking at that, and then American Airlines has a new cadet academy I was checking out. Embry-Riddle was up there for me. The American Airlines Cadet Academy, so they basically send you out, it looks like, to CAE, or something. I think it said Coast. Correct me if I'm wrong. But CAE, I think it's... I'll have to look at which one. I'll look at the link. Here it is. Here, Cadet Academy. So what it says... Here it is, under the costs. And it shows the schools. So it's either Coast Flight, which is in Dallas, San Marcos, or San Diego, or CAE, which is in Phoenix, which I actually think is Falcon Field. I think it's Falcon Field. So, it might be that one. Fly Emirates? We should, for sure. In the sim, yes. I don't know about in the real world. There we go. Cool. Captain Mal, not a problem, dude. It's great to see you. You're not late. You're actually just in time for the approach. How you doing, Captain Mal? It's great to see you. So let's do this. Let's make this approach a good one. Alright. All that's done. That looks good. Let's make this a good landing. That is really cool. You can see, like, whoa, did you guys see that? All the little houses down there? There's an airport. Do you guys see that? That doesn't look much like an airport, but it does. Looks like a little runway in like somebody's backyard. Oh, I don't know one day if I'll ever fly for Emirates. I have no clue. Matthew, how you doing? Great to see ya. Alright, let's plan for the RNAV here. And we're going to get this bird on the ground. Hopefully in one piece. Hopefully. Oh, the level of confidence I carry with it. Oh, so much confidence that we have in this approach, isn't it? You know how I'm going to ask about CAE Phoenix? Hold on. Alright. I'll find out if it's the same. Because it looks like the American Airlines Cadet Academy does it at Falcon Field. Which, A, we have the scenery for. But B, Katie, I think, went there for flight school. Which is pretty cool. I'm trying to see if it's the same. Because it doesn't say. It just says Phoenix. But I'd imagine there's not two. Right? There can't be two. Let's see. I don't know if it's the same. Because CAE Phoenix, it's in Buckeye. I can't tell. It looks to be right at Sky Harbor, though. So it might be two different ones. Alright, guys, let's start our descent here. We're going down to 8,000 feet. 8,000's going in. So there we go. Manage descent. You should see descent coming up. And we can go outer medium for the landing. I don't fly, just ride. Hey, that's me so far. So far. Hopefully one day I'll get there, though. Alright, the QNH we said was 1019, so we're going to... Whoa, there we go, plug that in. There we go. And down we go. Alright, seatbelt sign is on. Cabin crew, prepare for landing. There we go. So there we go. So perf information is set. All that's good. V approach is 126. So that'll be our final approach configuration speed. That looks great. And there's 60 miles to run. Alright guys, once I drop the gear, you can get your landing rates in. I told you it'd be a fast flight. We've been in the air 16 minutes and we're down in like 5. It's crazy. Have you rode for... Oh, I've never been in first class. I'm always at the back of the plane. I've been in economy plus. That's the nicest I've been in. Quite honestly, I don't fly much though. I've only flown like a few times. But yeah. Alright, here we go. So we'll leave all that where it is. Can I see a route? Yeah. Here you go. You guys feel free to track me over on Volanta. Here it is. So Orbex came out with Volanta, which is absolutely awesome. And you can also add me as a friend if you wish. And I'll add you right back. But there we go. So Volanta kind of shows our route. It shows the entire flight. It shows the entire circling procedure you can see we're going to do. So any second, we're going to start a left turn. And you can see we basically circle in. It's so cool. It really is. And we actually need to stop at 10,000 so we don't smack the ground. That would be bad. That would be really bad. But yeah, Volanta would be the place to do it, for sure. I advise downloading it. It's a really cool add-on. Alright, there we go, folks. So, let's do this. Auto brake medium. Speed brakes armed. I can't speak today, honestly. I'm so tired. So we're 50 miles out. And what we're going to do, notice, do you guys see how this is? Notice how Tegucigalpa is probably right in the center here of all these mountains. So what we do is we do almost circle around the vicinity of Tegucigalpa in Honduras. And then we basically go in. So notice here, it's kind of hard to see. See where we hit India Golf 015? That's where we're going to go direct to. You can see we come all the way around, circle in, and then a left turn for final for the runway. It is really cool. Ever flown in airplanes in real life? No, but that might change in a couple weeks if I do my discovery flight here. So yeah, it might. I hope so. I hope so. It's just a big hole in the ground. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Alright, 8,000 feet is set. Speed's coming back. Wow, look at this turbulence. Oof. Ooh, it's windy. Though it's not windy, it's just bumpy, probably because of the hills. It's like this on the approach. If you guys have ever flown into Vegas in real life, I've only done it in the sim unless I was really little. Every time, for anybody who's ever flown into Vegas, it's always bumpy on the arrival and departure. For some reason, like the higher elevation airports seem to give a lot more turbulence on the approach. The Dreamliner, for sure, definitely. Alright, down to 8,000. QNH is set. Wing lights, and that looks good. We'll get the landing lights here in a second. Cool. You're brave doing this in the fly-by-wire. I shot the bed on the approach and deleted my waypoints. Hope that's fixed. When was this, Maple? I wish I told you about this sooner so I knew not to do it. When did you do that? It's just that P3D doesn't work. X-Plane has no scenery. So, I don't know. I hope it's alright. The only reason I'm scared is honestly with the terrain radar, but it's clear, so I'm not that worried. I'm sure we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Not. We're screwed. No, I'm just kidding. So, we need to go 8,000, then down to 7,000 coming up, which we'll get set in a second. So we should be in 8,000 foot. That should hold it any second. 1-2 months ago, it just got a big update. Yes. I believe it did. There we go. So 250 and 7,000, but here it's 8,000. So we'll hold the restriction at 8,000, and that's good. Altitude constraint, there we go. 8,000. That's good. Awesome. Fly-by-wire, yeah, so Maple. So I've been doing some QA tests for the fly-by-wire. They've merged I think they put an announcement. They merged experimental into development, so it's not all these branches. Rather, they just publish it into development, or you can have stable. So yeah, development is basically the same as experimental now. But yeah, no, they completely got rid of it. So there it is, 8,000 in holding, folks. We're just about here. Oh my, we are low. Oh, I forget how it doesn't look scary. It doesn't look scary until you're right in the middle of the mountains. And then it's like, oh shit, did I really want to do this today? Yes. The answer is yes. So there we go. Landing lights coming on. Perfect. And that's 33 miles. We're real close. It's right in the center of this. I love this approach. You guys know how much I like this approach. We just never do it because it's scary as all hell. So hopefully that changes today and we'll do it more often. Look at the, oh, it says 559 with an extra 9. Trust me, it's scary when you're strapped in the pilot seat. Well, you've done it in the real world, Renee. So I'd be even more scared, quite honestly, if I were in your position. I would. They'd be like, oh, hell no. This approach is easy once you do it a few times. See, that's the thing, Maple. When it's a clear day like today and the wind is like below, I'd say 10 knots, which is what we have now, it's not that bad. What's Sid? We are on the Vitan 1. So Vitan 1 circles you out and around and then brings you in. Alright, here we go. Start that left turn. 7,000. Where are we going? Why are we turning now? What the f... Danny, welcome back. What are you doing? Hello? What the hell are you doing? It's taking us direct to TNT. No. Please stop. You're gonna kill us. Maple's right. Alright. My airplane. Yeah, that's not happening on my watch. That's not happening on my watch. We're gonna hand fly this approach.
2,500.
So out we go. Continue in. Down to 7,000. No, Maple. I don't mess around. It wants to screw around. I'm taking the autopilot out. That's it. We just did base training. I'm fine. So much for... Oh, we're going back on it. We're gonna keep back on the approach path. Don't worry. Keep that descent rolling down to 7,000. Don't you worry. We are definitely doing the full approach. So continue out. Hold 7,000. Oh, you went into Queenstown? We did Queenstown, I think, 2 weeks ago. It was really fun. It's scary as all hell. Same with this approach. Alright, hold the altitude, 7,000. I don't want to totally bust through that. And we need to go down 4,000 in a minute. So hold that there. Alright, let's start the left turn. Oh my gosh. Now I know why I don't like this approach. I know why I don't like this approach. It is not that easy. Especially when you, like, can count the trees. That says a lot. Alright, let's start turning. And we'll circle it all the way around. Now it's looking good. I'm like, that's not good. Hold it at 7,000. Now I know why I remember this approach so much. Imagine living right there. I know, right, Maple? Yeah, a little bit. Okay. Leveled it out. Yo, I think it's because I got confused. Yes, Jared. Yeah, that's what we were doing. Good luck. Thank you, guys.
2,500.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright, let's get a figure for landing. All the lights need to be on. That looks good.
2,500.
Stop it. I know. Trust me, I know we're low airplane. You're fine. Keep it around between 6,000 and 7,000. Start turning left. Any second here. Alright. I'll let you guys get your landing rates in once I start dropping the gear. That's 15 miles. Let's do this. Oh my. I remember this approach now. Alright, let's start that left turn. It wants us down just about 6,000 feet. So we'll keep it rolling. Turn it all the way out. Watch the stupid terrain. But quite honestly, it's like unavoidable. I'll continue in. 6,700 looking good. Now it wants approach speed. We'll start dropping flaps here in a second. Alright. Asistentes de vuelo, sientas sentados, por favor. Or siéntate.
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
No, not that. Asistentes de vuelo, se prepara la cabina, por favor. Prepare the cabin. Not sit the cabin. Prepare the cabin. I'm still learning. Cool. Let's do it. Alright. We'll continue on down. Slats out. Continue in. Watch that altitude. Watch the speed. Speed's rolling back.
2,500.
Continue. And lights on. Oh my. Alright. Looking good. Hold the altitude. That's 10 miles. Alright, you guys can get your landing rates in. Feel free to get your landing rates in. Last minute turns coming up. Shit's about to get real. It really is. Cool. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Alright, gear down. Flap 2. We really need to make sure we're good with that speed. Nice, Bliss, you're just in time for the approach. All you guys are. And almost 40 likes, you guys are awesome. So, continue on down, watch the terrain. This is the hard part, quite honestly. This is the hard part right here. Is not hitting anything. Start the left turn. See, buds, how you doing? Alright, you guys ready? That last minute turn for finals where it gets real. Flap 3. Flaps coming out. Let's do it. Get your landing rates in. And let's see how we do. Hold the altitude again, because it's 5,200. That looks good. What was the route? We just came in from San Salvador after doing some base training. Watch that. Continue it coming down. Because if we're too high for the last minute turn, that's where it gets hard. Flap full. And Taka 559 is clear to land. Let's do it, folks. Alright. That's good. Cool. And yeah, speed should be 126. So this is where it happens. When we go out a bit, notice the runway is that way. We go out and we're going to take a last minute turn. Like, don't shit your pants. It's scary. I promise. Yeah, absolutely, Bliss. For this one, for sure. It's actually on the overhead. Look at the overlay if you can, because I have it up there too.
1,000.
Checked. Hold the altitude. Alright.
1,000.
Checked. Start a little bit to the left. This is just like a base. I'm actually glad we did the base training in the same stream. Hence, it's good practice for those turns. Alright, here we go. Keep it going. Oh my. Oh boy. It wants me lower than this per the thing. It's 4,100. Oh my god. Who in the hell built an airport here? I don't know. But why? Cool. This is how it works. Continue the descent here. We're going to be way too high for the turn. Let me make sure of that. Hold it. And any second we start that left-hand
500.
turn.
400.
Checked.
400.
I'd be scared to live here.
300.
Not gonna lie. There it is.
300.
So if you guys know why the approach is this scary, just have a look.
300.
Scary. And this is where they turn. Right over this hill, you'll see all the videos. Looking
200.
good. Hold it.
$50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 10, 5.
Tiny runway. Get her down. There we go. Brakes, reversers, decel, maximum brakes. Slow it down. 80 knots. Reverse stowed. Brake fan on and off to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tegucigalpa. 31 minutes. That was beautiful. What an approach, isn't it? I love this approach. Welcome down, everybody. Landing light's coming off. We'll vacate here. A little bit floaty, but I wasn't worried because we were so light. Here we go. Bienvenidos a Aeropuerto de Tegucigalpa. Por su seguridad. No, I'm just kidding. We won't do the whole PA, but welcome down, everybody. Cool. Disarm speed brakes. That looks good. Nicely done. Thank you, guys. That was fun. I always love these approaches. Flight director can come off. There we go. Go strobes off. Beacon. back to taxi. What did you guys think? How was that? If you guys enjoyed that approach, don't forget to leave a like on the video. Smash that subscribe button if you haven't as well. You guys are awesome. That was so much fun. That was really fun. I think this is a handcrafted airport because I don't have any add-on scenery. But that was fun. That was really fun. Wow. What an approach. So how did I do? How did I do, folks? I'd say we really stabilized out at the last minute, so. I'd pass out in the pilot seat. Dude, I couldn't do this as a passenger. I couldn't. 777 Swizz, good to see ya. Thank you guys. Yeah, it was a fun approach. I mean, you can see, it did, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Did it look scary when we were at 19,000 feet and you said, oh, it'll be fun? This is where the scary part is. So, for everybody that says, oh, it's nothing scary, it's just a hole in the middle of a mountain, the adrenaline is on when you're coming in on these approaches. So yeah. Scary as hell. Alright. Thank you, Travelino. Yeah, I really like this approach. I'm glad my skills of it haven't worn down too bad. Because I haven't been here in over a year. It's been at least a year. Because we did this, you guys want to know the last time I did this? Was on the landing challenge when MSFS came out. That was the last time. It's been almost a year and a half. Right on the line. Parking brake goes on. Get all these lights off. Cool. With crazy stutters. Oof. 1 and 2. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tegucigalpa. What a flight. Let's get everything connected again. Back up to the overhead beacon comes off. APU comes off as well. External power is now connected. What a flight. You guys want to see what Volanta said? Let's do this. I'll complete it. So we got... Oh, come on, a minus 239? You're kidding. It felt better. I will take that for this airport. That was a lot of fun, folks, wasn't it? That was seriously amazing. That was fun. Alright, guys. Well, what a flight. That was awesome. Honestly. So, folks, there you have it. We did some base training. We did Tegucigalpa, and I had so much fun doing so. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, this right here, where did I put it? I lost it. Well, you guys saw. So, for those that saw in the base training, again, a huge thank you to Katie for making that whole base training sheet for us. It was so kind. Do be sure to give her a follow. Raindog, I don't have dev mode on, so I don't think we can look at the replay. But nonetheless, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to smash that like button on your way out. I will see you guys on the next one. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up here. I'll see you guys later. Do note, I will have the streaming PC hopefully up and running by the next time you see me, which will either be tomorrow or Saturday, depending if I get it working or not. So that's going to do it for me, folks. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys later. Peace!
Now that